Hello everyone. If you have ever wondered how to quickly set up the basic structure of your Android app, today is your lucky day. We are diving into scaffold layout in Jetpack Compose. What exactly is a scaffold? You ask. It's a composable that provides a high level structure of your app, offering default slots for app bars, floating action button, drawers, and more. Let's start by creating a simple app layout using scaffold. Here let's use this scaffold. Here this content parenthesis is giving error because we need to provide this compulsory padding values to the parent content of this scaffold. So here I will use a simple column layout, and also let's use that padding modifier to give this padding values. And in this column let's just simply use as button. So in the scaffold let's use these brackets to provide parameters. What parameters we have? First we have this top bar, so we can provide our top bar in this top bar parameter. Here I will use a default top bar which comes with the material 3 library. This top app bar is giving error, so let's opt in this experimental API, and now we can run our app and see how this scaffold is looking. We can see we have not provided any position to this top app bar, but still it has been placed on the top of that app. Why? Because of this scaffold. So this scaffold knows that if any composable has been provided in this top bar parameter, then it has to place that composable in the top of that screen. And also let's position this button in the center. For that, here let's use this horizontal alignment. So what more parameters we have in this scaffold? We have this floating action button. So this floating action button is used for a primary action in the app. So here I will just use a default floating action button which comes with the material 3 library. Now let's run it again and see. So here we can see this scaffold has placed that floating action button in the bottom right corner, and we can see we have not provided any position to this floating action button, but still it has been placed by this scaffold. So this scaffold offers default slots for these values. And what more we have? We also have this bottom bar parameter. So here we can provide a bottom bar also. Now let's run it again. So here we can see we have this bottom app bar also. Again we can see this bottom app bar has also been placed by default at the bottom by this scaffold. And if you want to know how to implement these top app bar, floating action button, and these bottom app bar and many more things which come with the material 3 libraries, I have a full playlist on this where I have discussed how and when to use these material 3 components. You can watch that playlist on pressing that I button. Last, let's see what this compulsory content padding values is. Here we can see in our screen we have these different composables. Scaffold is placing these composable by itself. So here we provide this compulsory padding values to the parent content of this scaffold. Now this scaffold knows how much padding values it has to give to accommodate this parent column layout. Let's press Ctrl B on this scaffold. So here we can see we have many other parameters also, like we can provide the content colors through this parameter and the container color through this parameter, and also we can use snack bar host to show the snack bar. We can also use this floating action button position to position that floating action button. That wraps up our tutorial on scaffold in Jetpack Compose. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials like this one.